Alrighty guys, it is box day. I finally have my NECA Godzilla 2019 King of the Monsters. Now it came in very fast because last time I checked, it was still within the US, so I thought to myself, it's gonna take maybe 1 week or maybe 4 days. But my mom, she kept on hearing somebody knocking and she decided to go check it out. And what do you know? It was the NECA Godzilla. So here it is, guys, out from the box, and it looks amazing. I gotta say that I'm enjoying the new packaging that they're doing for their Godzilla King of the Monsters. They're not using the plastic bags anymore. So here it is from the inside. You have your Godzilla, you have a very beautiful background of the figure itself. And yes, I do like this box, even though a lot of people don't like the design. It still looks good for what it is over the plastic packaging that we used to get. So here in the back, you get all the kaijus that are going to come with the line, which is Rodan, Mothra, and the Atomic Breath. So here we finally have instructions that tells you to put your tail in water or use a hair dryer. So that's what we're gonna do. But first of all, I gotta check out my figure. So I'm checking it out and it appears to be alright, but let me see. Nope, it does have some problems. I have derpy eyes from what I can tell, and that is not good. So I gotta take this bad boy out of the packaging and I'll be back for sure, guys. Okay guys, so my first impressions is the figure looks really good. I don't seem to have much problems like other people. The sculpture looks very beautiful. It has a very good weight to it. I like all the details that it has. But I do notice a problem around my head. It has like some red paint right here. I don't even know why that is, but it has some red type of pink paint to it. That is very weird. And I do have derpy eyes. Sadly, I did not get lucky like other people, but it's not that bad. I mean, one is looking down and the other one's looking straight forward. As you guys can see right here, the other eye is looking straight forward. And I know a lot of people had a lot of problems with their Godzilla where they had the incorrect leg, they had two left legs, maybe the tail, the ball joint did not fit. A lot of problems and a lot of quality issues with the company and all of that. But overall, wait, what is this right here? Is that a freaking hair? Look at this, guys. What in the F is this? Really? I'm not sure if that's a hair or that's just like from the brush when they were painting the figure. But wow. Okay, I don't know what that was. But the dorsal plates, everything seems to be very good. Like I said, it looks really good. I gotta say, it looks better than the 2014, that's for sure. The problem that I have is the eyes and of course the color. That's about it. Alrighty guys, so right here I'm just using the blow dryer or the hair dryer to make sure that all the ball joints get soft enough, and this is going to allow for more movement. So make sure you just heat up the tail correctly. If you don't have a hair dryer, you can use water. So here I'm applying the tail and it should go in without any problems. If you do have problems, make sure to heat that up more and you should be good to go. No problems with that. And yeah, the tail is very articulated this time around, but yeah, I'm just making sure that there's no problems with the figure. I'm testing the articulation. So here, what you want to do is make sure you heat up the figure good enough so that gives you more movement, and that should allow the ball joints to get soft enough, and that should allow for more movement all over the Godzilla figure, like the neck. I know a lot of people cannot move their neck, so that should fix that problem for sure. Like around his neck, his hands, his tail, every single ball joint should get soft enough. So here what I'm doing is I'm just making sure it has the correct movement that it's supposed to be offering you around his hands, his neck, his tail. So if your ball joints are still hard, guys, just put it in hot water, leave it there for 5 minutes or even 4 minutes, and use a hair dryer if you have one. That should give you more movement overall on your figure. If you guys have any questions or any problems that you guys have with your Godzilla figures, drop it down in the comments below. But this should definitely offer you more movement on your figure with the neck. Like I said, a lot of people cannot move their necks, their What else? Oh yeah, their tail. Part of the tail was very, very hard. And yeah, the tail just popped off right there. You can just pop it back in without any problem. It should be soft enough. So the packaging is done in a very silverish type of blue color to represent the colors from Godzilla King of the Monsters. From the inside of the packaging, we can definitely see we have a beautiful picture of Godzilla and a window box that shows the figure itself. Now, to the side, it tells you more information about the figure. In the back, we got Godzilla with the three other titans that will be coming out very soon. Of course, Mothra will be released on the 24th or maybe earlier, who knows. But in the back, right here in the front, we have a very beautiful picture of Godzilla in a battleship. I really do like the packaging for this Godzilla King of the Monsters that NECA definitely did. It is definitely a step up from what we used to get, even though a lot of people say the packaging or even the designs suck because it's like Jack specific. Well, guys, this is what the poster and the movie is going with. There's no other choice. It's not like NECA can definitely do other things because this is the designs that they were given to, and the colors, they cannot change them. This is the colors of the movie and the logo. So there it is. We have Rodan, Mothra, and the Atomic Breath Godzilla. So here we have the figure itself, and it's very, very beautiful. I gotta say, I know a lot of people are saying this could be a resculpt or a remold of the old figure, and I will get in depth into that later on with a different video, just explaining to you guys if it is a resculpt or not. I'll get very, very in depth with that figure for sure. And wow, this figure looks very, very beautiful. Just look at that. It offers you more details than it ever did with the 2014. The dorsal plates, the spikes, even the gills, just look at that. And yes, I do have a derpy eye, but what can I do? Maybe I could fix it, but it does not bother me that much for sure. Make no mistake, this figure offers a lot of details, and the brand new design with the spikes is always welcome. NECA has done a fantastic job with the dorsal plates and the tail. It's offering for sure more details than the 2014 could ever offer. Now, I cannot confirm as of right now if this is a retool or maybe a remold of the 2014, but from what I can tell personally, this is my personal opinion, it does appear that NECA is using brand new parts. Some of them could be old, and just look at all those details on his neck, the gills, the spikes, wow, this brand new design on the 2019 just looks amazing. And the spikes are always welcome on this figure. I definitely enjoy the brand new design, and I think NECA has captured the design from the 2019. Just look at all those details. This figure is definitely packed with all those details that we the fans were asking for back in the day. Now, this figure does not include any effects, no fire effects, no stands, no nothing. So what you're looking at, those are my personal custom effects that I do. Of course, I have my own page that I run in my own Facebook page. If you guys are interested, comment down below. So I have done my /2014-2019 effect for this figure, and it looks fantastic. The fire effect looks very, very beautiful on this figure. My customized atomic blast, which is supposed to represent the V2, even though I had this idea for quite some time, it fits very, very good with this figure. I noticed that the mouth can actually open even more than the 2014, and it's always welcome. So the tail, so I'm going to show you the different poses and what the tail is capable of doing. So you can see the tail can definitely bend even more than the 2014. The spikes, as I said, they have a lot of details. Every single part of this figure is just packed with details. Even the head, I believe the 2014 did not have any details on top of the head, and this one actually has details on top of the head, even the dorsal plates. Remember, the 2014 had no details on his spikes. This one definitely takes the cake for sure. It has details on every single part that you could imagine. Even the feet are resculpted. Those are not old, those are brand new, and of course it's with the brand new design, the brand new details that the 2019 has to offer. Now, I'm just showing you the different poses that this figure is actually capable of doing, the articulation and all that. It's very impressive what this tail can actually do. I believe this is the most articulated tail with the most ball joints from NECA. and it is very impressive. Of course, the stand is not included. That is my own personalized stand that I have done. It would have been cool if we would have seen NECA do like different stands or different logos, different effects for every single figure. It does not hurt. And the feet, of course, are brand new. Like I said, this is based on the design from the 54 and the 2014 mixed together to make the Godzilla 2019. Now, yes, I have derpy eyes. As you can see, one of them is looking forward, the other one is looking down. The chest definitely has more details in the 2019, and I noticed that a lot of people have a lot of problems with the 2019 figure, and I do understand, guys. I have my own problems, which I'll get to it later on, but overall, I think the pose that this figure can actually do and the articulation is not that bad. It actually includes brand new articulation, and you guys can see right there on the head. I have like some paints for some reason. I don't know why that is, but apparently somebody forgot to remove that, or they accidentally dropped some pink paint or red paint. The feet are brand new. Michael, he wanted to make this design more, skinnier, more badass, and it wanted to, capture the 2014 with the 1954 Godzilla mix into this design. And for the articulation on the tail, you guys can see that I'm pointing out all the, ball joints that this tail has, and from what I can tell, it has 10 ball joints on this tail, which gives you a lot of articulation. I know I've seen some reviews and some people were saying it has 7, maybe 8 ball joints, and that is incorrect. I think if people are going to do a review, they should actually take their time to make sure how many ball joints and all the details and everything to make sure to give you the correct information. Now, I have no idea what that is. Like, no, NECA, no. What is that? Was that just hair or some hairbrush or something? So the articulation on the legs is very, very good. You guys can see it goes forward and it goes back this much. It's pretty good. For the feet, it has the normal articulation as you would expect from any NECA figure. Both legs are very good. As I said, use the method that I told you all over your figure. Use a hair dryer to get better articulation. Now for the top part, it bends forward and backwards. You don't get much movement, but it's pretty good. Now for his hands, you guys can go forwards and backwards. You can go in and out if you guys are wondering. So yes, it does offer you more articulation than the 2014. Now this part can actually rotate. Now for his hands, just watch this. You have more articulation here. Now this was not on the 2014, which is very, very cool. You can actually move that one forwards and backwards, in and out, which is really, really good. I definitely enjoyed that. Now for the neck, I know a lot of people could not move their necks, but I told you, use a hair dryer and water and you should be able to move your neck just like this. There's no need to twist the neck all the way. Now for the head, it can look up, down, not really, but it can go side to side. It gives you your traditional movement. You're not gonna get like crazy amount of articulation. The head, it's just normal. For the mouth, it actually opens even more, which I'm surprised about that. If you compare the 2014 to this one, his mouth definitely opens more. Now, I know those eyes, man. Why, NECA? You were supposed to be the chosen one. You were supposed to be different. You were not supposed to join the SH Monster Arts. Why? Oh my god, man. NECA, really? Now for his teeth, they look alright, but look. Now this eye looks okay. It's looking forward. It's not like the worst of all, but they could have done better. Now this one is looking down. It's like they were trying so hard that they actually failed. And look, they added more details for sure on the eye, but just look at this paint. Like, what is this, NECA? Really? I think this time around, they definitely have more quality control issues than ever before. If the Shin Godzilla was bad, this is even worse. Just look at that. Like, what is this right here? Some extra piece of plastic? Really, NECA? Really? Like, what is this? I cannot even remove this for sure. Like, NECA, come on. With the 1962, that was a fantastic figure. The quality control was not that bad. So I think a lot of people had their hopes up that they were going to get a 2019 figure with the amount of details and articulation and all that. And I'm not saying that's the problem. The problem here is the quality control issues. A lot of people had so many problems with their eyes, their tails, their feet, even the spikes were bent. Now, I think NECA should definitely check their figures before they ship them out. That way, everyone gets a perfect figure with their, of course, Godzilla 2019, King of the Monsters. Now, I think they could have improved, but it's what it is, you know. Now for some size comparison. Now, the 2019 is not the biggest figure, as you can already tell, but you know, it is a fantastic figure for what it is. If it did not have any problems, I think this could have been the top figure of 2019 for sure, or even the second one. It does not tower over the Shin Godzilla. I was expecting the 2019 to be bigger, bulkier, and all that, but you can definitely tell that the 62 and even GMK, they look more bulkier and bigger for sure. Now, that is not a bad thing, but I'm just saying when it comes to size comparison, and if you want to make, you know, size accuracy and all that, then I suppose it does matter to some people, but it does not matter to me. It just does not bug me that much, you know? I personally think, and this is my personal opinion, I would have loved this figure to be bigger, just like the 62, and more bulkier. And it would not hurt if they actually included some type of stand or some type of a logo to go with Godzilla 2019, or some type of effect, you know, something different that makes this figure stand out from the rest of the figures. Now, for comparison, here it is with the 62, even Burning Godzilla, and even the 2014. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the video. And I think if this figure did not have the quality issues that it has, I think this could have been top 2 or even the first figure from NECA. It's not definitely the worst figure, because just look at the jaw from the 62. It does not look correct. With the NECA 2019, it definitely looks correct. So props to NECA, they definitely fixed the jaw problem. Even the GMK, it just looks so bad. When you compare the old figures with the 2019, it is definitely a step up from all the figures. This is a figure that offers you the most articulation. Even the 62 does not have all the articulation that the NECA Godzilla 2019 has. Overall, I give this figure a 9.2. It could have been close to perfect, but of course, just the eyes and the quality control issues, it's what is hurting this figure. I think if NECA is going to release more figures, they should definitely check them out and make sure all the figures come out to be how they're supposed to, because it matters to a lot of people and they're spending money. It is not cheap, especially for me. It cost me $53 to get it shipped from the US over here. But overall, this figure is fantastic. Do I recommend this figure? Yes, I do recommend it. If you can pick it up in stores, even better. Check out your figure. Make sure your eyes are not lacy or derpy. I recommend this figure for sure. Do not miss on this figure. It's cheap if you live within the US, and it's affordable. Go for it. It's something new, and Godzilla King of the Monsters is about to come out,